help on my teachers and my teachers' teachers to be present with us. This lunar new moon energy, please allow that guidance to come through me, out to all of you, and through all of us out into the world for the benefit of all beings. And so it is. Welcome, good morning. Today we're in the new lunar new moon energy, so we're going to drop into the energy of the water rabbit today. So we're moving out of the tiger year, the young tiger year, which was a very intense energy, and we're moving to a much more gentle space. So we're going to do some more gentle opening today. We're going to work with the water element and also the wood element. So just beginning our practice today by pulling down the heavens, feeling your feet solidly on the earth, and just feel your whole body become like water. Just feel yourself flowing through, moving as though you're underwater. And we're beginning to breathe, inhaling. Imagine you're underwater, you're looking up at the sun streaming through the water, and you're pulling that heavenly energy down through like a column of silvery light and sweeping through your entire body all the way down to your feet. Cleansing as you open the crown chakra and pulling the heaven energy through the illuminated center, that Tai Chi pole that runs all the way through your being. Just do a few more of these, waking up the body, stretching the spine as we inhale and then exhale, bringing that energy down and through. 3 more times. Just allowing yourself to feel that stretch. Feeling the breath waking you up as it comes through you. And last time. And we're just going to roll all the way down, just rolling the spine, curling it downwards to the earth. We're just going to place the hands on the earth and come into a squat. And just allow your hips to gently open. You can have the heels on or off the floor, whatever feels good. Just kind of play with the squat a little bit, feeling the grounding energy now moving down through the hands and breathing into the hips. So we're coming into this yin year. So it's the feminine aspect. So we're really working with being able to be more receptive and open. That watery yin receptive energy is so perfect for all of us in our feminine spirit here today. So it's where the power of the feminine really gets to come into its own after all that masculine, young tiger. Rawr. The gentle, sweet rabbit. It's the gentlest of all the Chinese Zodiac signs. So keep breathing into the pelvis, your pelvic floor. And feel your whole pelvic floor just open and drop towards the earth. Feel it connecting with that healing earth energy. And then coming forward, we're just going to place the weight onto the hands. Bring the head towards the floor, and then grasping the elbows and place the torso on the thighs. Let the head fully drop. Take some breaths now into the base of the spine. As you exhale, allow the light to come from the spine all the way through the top of the head like a silvery waterfall. And just feel yourself really relax into the thighs, your chest resting on the thighs. 2 more breaths here. And then place the hands on the feet or on the floor, and we're just going to roll ourselves up, gently uncurling. When you reach the shoulders, we're going to roll the shoulders open, lifting the head, stretching through the crown. Feel yourself taller than you were when you walked in the room, heart open. Just feel that beautiful feminine power coming through you. And I'm just going to grab some earth energy and pull it up through that tall energy, spreading out like a tree. So the rabbit is associated with the wood energy. So we're going to also do some work with the wood element within the liver today, as well as the kidneys, which is the water energy. So feel that golden earth energy streaming up through the soles of the feet, up the legs, and up the center line of the body, and then spread it out just like branches of a tree, surrounding yourself with the golden light of protection, feeling yourself sovereign inside your own energy field. 3 more here. Feeling yourself rooted and grounded. All this infinite energy available to you from the earth, flowing through, healing energy. And exhale. Okay, beautiful. We're going to step wide. We're going to come into, we're just going to do some clearing before we even come into our Wuji. So extending the same arm as leg. Take the other hand and imagine your energy fingers like 6 inches longer than your actual fingers. And inhale, I'm going to rake those energy fingers up through this arm underneath, and I'm going to pull out at the wrist, and we're just going to exhale. So we're pulling stagnation in this quadrant of the body into the palm of the hand. And then we're going to exhale it out. So we're clearing here. This is the rivers of light. Good morning. Hi. And we're going to be clearing these meridians, right? They run from the tips of the fingers into the organs. So as we clear the rivers of light, imagine those 5 streams, those rivers, you're pulling out the blockages, just like tiny streams that have little pebbles or leaves or whatever in the way. You're pulling it in to the palm of the hand or opening those channels so that we're going to clear flowing chi through the meridians. Do 3 more on this side. Shifting the weight, just that helps to move the chi through the entire body. Last time on this side. Inhale up and exhale, release that stagnation. Then come all the way up through the back of the arm, hands and feet to center. We're going to shift to the other side. And we're going to clear the meridians on this side of the body. Really using the power of your mind to visualize those streams, those clear flowing rivers of light. We're pulling stagnation not only out of the meridians, but also out of the muscles, the joints. If there's any inflammation, we're pulling it right into the palm of that active hand, using the power of the Lao Gong. That's the palm energy. It's like a vacuum cleaner. It's taking out all that stuff. It's just pulling it all out with the gray old sticky energy, clearing those rivers, undamming the streams. And 3 more times on this side. Inhale, exhale. Last time clearing on this side. Come up the back of the arm, hands and feet to the center. And we're going to extend those energy fingers long. We're going to go through the head. Now we're going to clear the mind and pull right below the collarbones. Clear all the stickiness out of the mind, old thoughts, old patterns. Just the intention of what's no longer serving you in your mind, you're going to pull it into those palms and just move it to the earth, to compost. You don't even need to know what it is. You don't need to analyze it. You just feel the old energy leaving the head. Get rid of it so we can feel the mind become clean and clear and fresh, like a calm lake in the middle of the mind, just still and peaceful. Do 3 more times here. Let's get everyone. Yes. Also just taking tension off the scalp. Like, how much stuff do we store up here? So much stuff, right? Just moving it all out. Anything we don't need. Don't worry, anything that you need is going to stay there. You're now going to come in and clear the lower quadrant of the body, coming up the inside of the legs, raking those energy fingers through to the lower dantian, the belly area, and then down. Exhale as we go down around the outside. Again, pulling stagnation, inflammation soreness in the muscles, stagnation in the joints, whatever it may be, just vacuum it into the palms. Inhale, exhale up, exhale. Release the stuff out of the hands. Pulling the energy up the yins here and down the yangs, helping the chi to go in its proper directional flow. That means it's absorbing the energy from the earth, bringing it into your power center and right in the hara, the lower dantian, and then spreading it to move down, grounding you with 3 more times here. Inhale up, exhale down, just bending the knees, feel the chi as it's beginning to pump through, maybe feel a little bit of heat in the bodies. You need to move the energy last time. Inhale up and exhale, shift the hands. Get rid of that old stuff. Okay, and 1 pulling down the heavens here. Inhale up, reach for that column of silvery light through the crown of the head, through the center line of the body. A beautiful spotlight all the way down. So you exhale down to the feet. And now we're going to come into Wuji. This is the posture of oneness, being at one with the primal energy of the universe. So we put ourselves in the posture that we can both easily rest. So starting with the feet slightly wider than the hips, rolling to the outside, and then pressing at the base of the big toes, lifting energetically in the arches that help move the energy upwards, relaxing the ankles and knees. And then we drop the tailbone by lifting here in the front of the hip flexors. That just naturally lifts here, and it will just naturally drop the tailbone, flattening the low back. Opens the Mingmen, this area back here. And we're going to stretch out of sacrum, tall, lengthen the back of the neck by tucking the chin, lifting the tips of the ears. And then from the necks, we're just having very, very easy flowing the hands forward, activating the tips of the fingers. Relax the belly and the chest. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears and just let them fall downwards. Very good. And close the eyes and the mouth. Open the nose and the ears. And once you're in the posture, feel you're just suspended, like you're a marionette and someone is up there just holding you up energetically. You can just rest. And focus your attention on the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. We'll be here for 2 minutes in silence. And the point of this is just to feel yourself completely dissolve into the oneness, the energy, the Wuji, the primal energy, and you lose all personality, thoughts, everything just dissolves. Now from this place of expansion, bringing your awareness to the very center of your head. It's a portal of consciousness in the very middle of the head. Switch it on like a light bulb. Feel that light within you in the middle of the head and use it like a scanning device, starting at the feet, moving through, checking in with all parts of your of your being as you go through the feet and the legs. Identifying physical sensations, or you may have discomfort, maybe old injuries, but maybe also other things show up, emotional states, certain thoughts as you're moving through your body. Just taking like an inventory here of how are you doing today, cultivating that deep inner awareness. Continue to rise up, moving through the hips. Check in with your belly, your digestion, bladder, moving upwards into the diaphragm. How's your breathing? Check with your stomach, the spleen and pancreas, the whole digestive organs. Check in with your liver on the right side. And tuning as you continue to move upwards in the back of the body, the kidneys, on the back side around the spine, just above the rib cage, the bottom of the rib cage, and then moving up into the lungs, tuning into your lungs and your heart, nestled between the two lungs, continuing to move upwards, checking with your throat, your thyroid. How is your speech? How's your expression doing? Checking with your shoulders. How much of a burden are you carrying today? And down the arms, the elbows and wrists, your hands, your fingers, and then up into the head. Check in with your face. How is your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, your nose, your sinuses, your eyes, your ears? How's your mind? And all the way up to the top of the head. And just like you've made a mental map of how your body, how your emotions, how your mind is doing today. Just take like a mental snapshot of that imagery, and then we're just going to let it go as we gently open the eyes. I'm going to come into some clearing. So we're going to inhale to center your step slightly wider, inhale to center, and we're going to bend one knee and pass the other hand in front, the other hand in back of the body, and inhale to center. We're going to get things moving a little bit, so we're going to start moving the lymph. So this begins to pump the lymph through the body, helps the immune system. So the arms float up to center as we inhale, and then shooting ourselves to the sides, clearing anything or like just like Spider-Man shooting a web, or like getting it out of the body, keeping the knees straight forward. So we're turning the torso and we shift the weight, and this creates this squeeze and release action at the inguinal crease. That's where the legs meet the torso. There's all these lymph nodes there. So we're like squeezing them out like a dirty rag, and inhale, flushing it. This is a short chi scattering set that I love to do. If you ever feel like you're starting to come down with something, this helps to just pump the lymph through the body. Just do another 30 seconds here. Should feel good. Just get things moving. The arms are also, there's lymph nodes, whole clusters of them in the armpit. So it's also helping to just pump that through. Okay, and once more to each side. And come to center, bring the feet together. And we're going to rise up on the toes and just relax the whole body, but allow yourself to just feel this, just kind of jiggling through, just shaking stuff up or just stirring stuff up. Feel all the muscles with the vibration through them. They're just, all stagnation is coming to the surface of the major muscle groups of the body. I'm going to rise on the toes, and we're going to land the heels hard and just shake all that stuff out, come to the toes again. Pounding that stagnation that's leaving you like a cloud of dust in all directions. Last time. Good. Now come to the organs, seeing all those organs you just checked in with, bringing any stagnation up to the surface of the organs. Just feel them all bouncing up and down in the torso. Come to the toes, leaving in all directions. Moving that stagnation out of the organs. Good job. And now we're going to come to the Tai Chi pole. So seeing that long whole we've started working with already, that energy, shaking it up from the toes. Blast of white light from your core, moving out through all of you. Last time. And then step wide. This is the third part called trembling horse. And we started with the limbs and we go, just like a dog shaking off water. And 3 more times. Just gets all old energy off. And last time. And 1, pulling down the heavens. Bring that light in, that silvery, beautiful starlight through the whole body. Washing down through the center. Filling all that space you just created with the light. I'm going to come into clearing the lungs now. Really important to have clear lungs this time of year. So we're going to make our energy fingers long and dip them through the whole back of the body. And then we're going to bend the knees, press into the feet, and ripple upwards, opening the chest, opening the heart, lifting the heart. As we're rotating, shoulders open, moving the energy fingers through the lungs. We're stirring up stuff that may be trapped in the cellular tissue. And we're just going to vacuum it into those palms. Once again, just pulling all that gross, yucky, whatever it is. It could be phlegm, it could be grief, it could be just emotional depression, whatever. We're pulling it all into the hands, and then we're going to pull out these lung points below the collarbones and go to the earth. See you later. And we're going to gather a big, beautiful armful of white light, white being the color of the lungs, and then do it again, clear the lungs. We're working on all the levels here, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Cleansing this very important aspect of ourselves. We all know how we can get congestion in the lungs this time of year. And a lot of that has to do with that inward moving energy. Sometimes people get depressed this time of year. That moves energy inwards and down, compressing the lungs. So we're counteracting that. We're opening the heart, lifting the heart to the sun, and pulling all that old stuff into the palms, and then move it out of your body. Give to the earth. Replace immediately the space with the white light. So all that dark, sticky, old energy is now, the lungs are getting lighter and lighter, feeling lighter in the heart. So we physically lift the heart. We're also ripping, the whole spine is really moving here. It's like, as I'm pressing into the feet, it's just rippling all the way up. This really helps to connect all the organs together and the chi together. So then we're going to pull all the what we don't need out. Gather in the light. And one more clearing here. It's called rotating the sun and the moon. So really aligning ourselves with the elements here. We're in the energy of the new moon. So new beginnings. New beginnings of the month, new beginnings of the year. Coming out of the darkness and into the light. Light is waxing now, where it's on the ascent of the light time of year. And we're going to just take all that old stuff out, move it out of the body, out of the spirit, out of the heart, shoot to the earth, shake the hands, get that stuff off. Then we're going to gather the light, like a huge armful of beautiful white light, and then open the channels of the palms, which have been like the vacuum cleaners, and now they're like emitters of light. They're going to pour the white light. We're moving our arms and hands towards each other now. And so now we're filling. So closing the eyes and seeing the lungs filling with beautiful, clear white light. Just like 2 beautiful balloons. Filling with light instead of water. We're filling ourselves with that lightness of being, the integrity. The lungs are linked to that virtue of integrity. Integrity is the oneness of ourselves. We're at one with our whole being, not compartmentalized or acting out of other people's desires or agendas. We're inside our own being our true selves, filling up those lungs, pouring out the palms. And then we're going to stabilize that chi here. We're just going to place one hand over the other, right over the heart, and just see that light as it sinks deep into the lung tissue. See how the little lung cells just opening, receiving the light. Those lung cells are getting strong. All the little corners of the lungs that might have been closed down or had little pockets of whatever in there were just, it's all fleshed out and clean and absorbing the light, feeling the heart lift and enjoy that sensation of lightness. And then any light we don't need now, just opening the eyes, we're going to pull that extra chi down to the belly. Just pause for a moment, check in with yourself. How do you feel? Lifting the heart. Just try a quick little experiment. Just feel your shoulders start to slump forward. You know, like you're slumped over something, like as we do on our phones or whatever. And then uncurl. Feel the spine, the front of the spine lift. Feel the heart lift. Feel how energetically that shifts immediately, the energy that's inside you. So this is something we can do as a practice. We start to feel this slumping, even if it's in our minds energetically, like, oh, I'm just feeling kind of bummed out. Just try lifting the physical heart. You're also lifting the spiritual heart, the emotional heart, and realize it actually is physiologically changing the energy inside you. This is a simple practice that we can do, tuning to that gentle yin energy to shift how we are inside our beings. And we also call this leading with the heart. So we're leading our lives with the heart, right? We're not leading with the head, we're leading with the heart. And one pulling down the heavens, just to seal that in, that intention. If you like, you can even say to yourself, I'm leading my life with my heart, not with my head. Something like that, whatever feels right. Okay, beautiful. We're going to move into doing some work with the kidneys, the water energy. So once again, you can shake out the feet and just give yourself a little hello. Have some water if you have some water. I'll be coming back into our Qigong stance. You're just tuning into that energy where the tailbone is sinking towards the earth. Imagine like you have a long tail, thick tail reaching, connecting to the earth. Makes you feel grounded like you have a tripod energy. And then placing the hands right in front of the lower dantian. Imagine you're in a pool of water or at the yuba, and you're just waist deep, and you're going to take your hands over that surface of the water. You're going to inhale, you're going to pull that water energy right in to the kidney on one side, and then exhale, you're going to push out all the old energy that was stored in the kidney, and then sweep to the other side, inhaling and exhale. Now our kidneys are like our battery packs. It's where our life force energy is stored. And coming into this water rabbit year, it's a really good time to renew our kidneys. So all the fatigue, all the fear, all the old energy that has come up till this very moment, whatever was existing in your life, you're just going to push that out. You don't need to know what it is, but it's a gray, stagnant energy. We all have those moments of fear of the future, fear for our loved ones, fear for ourselves. That energy goes into the kidneys. So we want to move it out and then replace it with this beautiful water energy, life-giving water, and see it like a blue light. So you pull the blue light in, inhale and exhale, pull that old fear, yuck, out. So it's super important, especially as we age, to replenish our kidneys on a regular basis. This is where the energy that's stored to repair our physical cells. It's also the energy that exists within us to have willpower and follow through. So we're following our own will. We have our heart's desire, and then we have the jur, that's the energy in the kidneys that we used to make things happen in this life for ourselves. And it's not an ego type energy. It's literally, we've come here for a purpose, and we're aligning ourselves with that purpose. And we're moving at the fear of not having that purpose, the fear of not knowing what that purpose is. Moving that out and filling it with this beautiful clear blue light. Again, I don't need to analyze it. I think it's helpful to know how the system works, to understand what energies are stored where, but we don't need to know the specifics. If you have a memory or a thought that comes to you during your practice, that's great. That could be a really good insight. But we're not going for analysis here, therapy. This is just moving the energy so we can come to a place where we just feel good inside our bodies and our emotions and our minds. So such a simple exercise. I think this one we could do every day, building that life force energy inside ourselves. You know, it is that energy to just go through your day where you just feel happy to be alive. And you have the energy to do stuff instead of like just forcing yourself to go through the motions, right? That's exhausting. And now visualizing those kidneys right in the back. You know what the kidneys look like. Filling it with this blue light. Right on top of each kidney sits an adrenal gland. So we're also helping to restore the adrenals, relaxing the stress hormone, the cortisol that's produced in the adrenals. When that stress hormone gets activated and we continue running the stress in our minds, whether it's real or imaginary, it depletes this aspect of our beings. And sometimes we even get into a habit where we don't even know how to function without running that cortisol. So we're replenishing here. We're telling the cortisol, hey, just relax. We're good. We got a different way to do it. We're going to just fill you up with chi. You don't need to go there. Just feeling like, beauty of your body, feeling grateful for all the gifts in your life. You do one more minute here, focusing the mind on that light. And just being to slow it down like you really are moving through water or slow motion. Just do 2 more on each side. Really feeling the pulling that chi in. Really right there into the back of the body. And then bringing the hands around to the front of the body. One pulling down the heavens just to seal it in. Inhale up. Bringing that column of silver light. Feel it come right through that center line of your body. The illuminated center. Lifting the heart as you pass through the heart. All the way down to the feet. And just pause for a moment. Notice how you feel. Notice if you can sense the subtle shifts of energy that your practice is bringing you. And then gently opening the eyes again. We're going to come into the old man. This is going to help clear out our outer fields clearing out memories, cords, things that no longer serve us, and using the sound of our voices to ripple through and do that clearing. Inhale up and then exhale down. Ah-oh sound. Feeling that vibration in your body. Excellent. 3 times. Hands to the shoulders. Inhale and then bend at the waist and make like a scissors. Back and forth, switching sides, moving from the back, pressing all the air out, clearing, cutting the cords. When you reach the end of the breath, inhale up and repeat the cycle. Clearing out the dead wood, cleaning the fish tank. Inhale. I'm gonna do 2 more minutes. Inhale up. Very nice. Your jaw really drops. I'll do 3 more rounds. Last round. Just stay bent forward for a moment. Take a breath or 2 here. Bending the knees will roll up slowly. Putting the shoulders where you reach the shoulders and right before You come to the head, straightening. We're going to come into some neck rolls. So inhaling back and exhaling forward. Just being really gentle with yourself. Using the breath to explore those tight areas. Flooding those areas with oxygen. Whenever you feel ready, you can change directions. Exhaling forward, inhaling, coming back. And bringing the head back up to center. Now we're going to come into a lunge, turning to one side, and we're just going to stretch the back leg out gently and place the knee on the floor. And just allow your pelvis to sink towards the earth and taking some breaths here. Just give yourself a nice, easy stretch. Two more breaths in the lunge. And straightening the front leg, just gently and easily curving over. Just giving your hamstring a little bit of a stretch here. Breathe into the back of the knee. And just pulling that knee in, and we're going to change sides. Breathe into the front of the hip flexor. Excellent. Everyone looks nice, good, flexible hips. Very important as we age to keep our hips flexible. This keeps us from being in a vulnerable position of falling. And the stagnation grows in the hip joints. Makes us much more vulnerable. So we're going to also work on the knees as we stretch backwards, straighten the front leg. Again, just bring some life and energy into the back of that knee, the hamstring. Breathing into it, oxygen. Two more breaths here. And then bring that front knee back to the back knee. We're going to come into a child's pose. You can bring the arms forward if you want an extended child's pose. Or you can bring the back along the sides and just placing the forehead, the third eye right onto the earth. Breathing into the back of the body. Just be here for another 30 seconds and just feel that energy of the seed. The seed that's being planted into the earth in this new moon and this new year. With your third eye on the forehead. Press to the earth. Opening the third eye and imagining as you planted yourself into the earth what this year might bring for you. In terms of as you grow, taking advantage of this moment of yin, stillness. A few more breaths here. Placing the hands in front of you, we're just going to uncurl and tapping into that wood energy, that plant energy, the new life that comes after the winter. We're just planting the seeds of that. Come forward, and however you want to come back to standing, allow your body to take its own way. Just intuitively move your body however it wants to be moved as you breathe, bringing life and oxygen back into any parts of you. Let yourself be creative as you stretch. Nice. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of energy with the liver now, the wood energy. We're going to cleanse that old aggression and anger and irritation that was from the tiger year. We're going to move it out. Yeah. So this is the Taoist 5 energy of clearing the liver. So just identifying your liver. It's this big organ, right? It goes like this past the center line of the body, all the way underneath the right side of the rib cage. The gallbladder is kind of right in the center here. So it's a big organ. It has a lot of energy. In Chinese medicine, it's very important also to access the dream time and the astral plane. So when it's all clogged and stagnant, we lose this connection to spirit, as well as feeling that buildup of like stuff. So we're going to move that out. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to bend the opposite knee. So that would be the left knee. And we're going to push out, exhale out, and then breathe in the green light as we shift back to the right side. Place that green light in the liver, and then push that old stagnation out. Imagine like the gray cloud of old stuff. Anything that's really bothered you, just exhale it right out and breathe in the green light to replace it. So I'm shifting the weight. I'm coming through the center. I'm dipping down and then inhaling, straightening the opposite leg, and then exhale. And like a dance. Breathe in the green, push out the gray. Imagine all that, whatever irritation or frustration that you've had, even suppressed stuff that you might never know what it is, just you're moving it out completely of your field. It's just leaving. And instead, what's coming is that green wood energy, the potential for new growth. Just like our livers can actually physically regenerate themselves, just the way that trees grow new leaves. We're calling that in this rabbit here, which is a wood, like I said, the rabbit is a wood energy. So we're activating that inside ourselves, our own potential for regeneration, new life, just the way that the trees put on a new ring every year. We're doing that for ourselves. We get a new ring. We're bigger than we were last year, right? We're not shrinking as we age. We're getting bigger. Our energy fields are expanding. We're cleaner and clear and know ourselves more. Pulling in that green. Just moving out the old. We'll do this for one more minute. And the other hand is just mirroring, energetically mirroring. Very good. So for the last 30 seconds, you can do the level 2 of this exercise, or you can stay with this one. Level 2 is we do the 3-part Qigong breath. It's a really powerful breath. So we inhale, 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 exhale, exhale. 10 more seconds. And slowing down. And then just reaching the right hand up to the heavenly rainbow, grab some more green light, really big glob of green light, pull it down, put it into the left hand, and see that ball of green energy in your hand. And then think of something that you'd like to plant a seed for yourself. And we're going to just blow that intention right into this energy ball, activating that energy ball. And then we're just going to gently place it into the liver. Just put it in there. That will allow, even on the unconscious level in the dream time, we'll be working towards that goal. And then just sealing the energy in, placing the hands over one another over the liver. Just thank you, liver. Thank you, liver. The liver does so much for us, right? It cleans our blood, produces bile, cleaning our guts, and is the gateway to the astral plane. So thanking our liver, and then we'll let that go. Shake the hands out, and we'll seal in with one point on the heavens. Inhale up and exhale down. Very nice. We'll finish up the standing part of the practice today with the golden ball, just to regenerate and tonify all aspects of our being. So beginning by breathing, inhaling as we come forward on the toes, exhaling, rock back on the heels. Just feel that sweet spot where you're not falling over, but you're definitely pumping the energy. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the knees soft, the ankles relaxed. That energy pump. And then we're going to add in the arms and moving the ball. So we're going to inhale, gathering a golden chi ball to the lower dantian. Exhale, move it to the heart. Inhale, open the heart, lift the heart wide, give the world a hug, and then exhale, gather back to the heart. Inhale, bring that energy up to the head, and then exhale, connect the head and the heart. Inhale, down to the lower dantian, and exhale, scatter. Just don't even think about it. Just follow the arms. Inhale forward, exhale back. Moving that chi ball. It's replenishing the three dantians, three treasures of the body. So the three lakes, as we say, of our chi. Again, just feel like you're a piece of kelp underwater. You're just flowing with the breath. The chi is moving you. And you're just directing it like a conductor of chi. You do this for 3 minutes. You have plenty of time to just relax. The more relaxed you are, the more chi can flow through the muscles, the fascia. Keep breathing. Excellent. Begin to feel after a while like you don't need to think about it at all. Chi's just, it knows its path and it's moving and you're assisting it. Do 3 more rounds. And just coming right into 3, pulling down the heavens to seal in your practice. Inhaling up and bring that sun, moon, and stars energy through the center line of your being, refreshing you, renewing you, connecting you to the spirit world, connecting you to your ancestors, angels, and guardians. We're always present with us. Very nice. Very good practice. Now we're going to come into the meditation part. So get yourselves comfortable. We're going to, before we lie down, we're just going to do just 2 minutes of breathing just to balance out the yin and the yang of the body. Then we'll go right into lying down. So have pillows or blankets, another log on the fire, keep us cozy. Thank you, Janice. Some lights down. So just coming to first into a comfortable seated position. In your knees or cross-legged, whatever you like. We're just going to do some alternate nostril breathing. This just help to balance the yin and the yang and bring us really present. So taking the right hand, we're going to close down the first 2 fingers with the thumb. And then we're going to place those to block off the left nostril. And we're going to inhale through the right nostril. So just nice, easy inhale. And reach the top of the breath. You're going to close off both nostrils, pause, and then use the thumb to block off the right nostril and exhale through the left. Now we inhale through the left. Pause at the top and exhale through the right. Now you can continue on your own timing. This is the pattern. As you move through, begin to lengthen the inhale, the exhales, and the pauses. This is a very calming breath. It's amazing for anxiety. If you feel any panic or feeling out of your body, this balances the 2 halves of the brain. Brings you right back in to your heart. As the breath gets lengthened, the body gets calmer and calmer. The whole parasympathetic nervous system is just to drop into place. We'll just do this for another 2 minutes, and then we'll go into the lying down. Just feeling yourself getting calmer and calmer. Cycle through until you end the round by exhaling out through the right nostril. And then make yourselves comfortable coming to the lying down on your back. Allowing the legs to be slightly apart, the ankles to fall outwards. The arms can be open to the sides with the palms up in receiving position. Or if you're feeling depleted today, you can place one hand over the other, over the belly, over the lower dantian to retain the qi. You can remain seated also if you like, whatever's most comfortable for you. Today we're going to do the internal alchemy meditation. It's a powerful classic Qigong meditation that helps with the kidneys and the bones. The water meditation, and balancing the internal fire. First of all, imagining yourself on the shore of your favorite body of water. It's a beach, by a river, the ocean, a lake, and whatever place makes you feel deeply peaceful. Imagine that you're seated now on that beach or that shore, and you're looking out over the water. Feeling the energy of that water. Seeing how the water has the surface and the depths, just like we do. And then directing your attention inwards, inside the meditation. Turning on that internal spotlight, the pineal gland in the very middle of the head. Activating it to look downwards through your own body. Looking down into your belly, into your lower dantian. As you look down into your own belly, you see that it's filled with a vast body of water, an ocean. As you look down, you can also look outwards, and as far as you can see, it's water until you finally see very far away a distant horizon. But there's no land anywhere, it's just water. So vast. And noticing the color of the water. Maybe it's a light blue in places, but as you look deeper, the water gets darker and deeper. And noticing the surface of the water. Noticing for you today whether it's calm and glass-like or choppy. Experiencing for yourself just the simple act of observation. And bringing your awareness to your heart. And see it like a fiery sun, blazing in the center of your chest. The rays are pouring outwards. And then bringing the awareness back down to that vast internal ocean. You see the levels of the water beginning to rise and rise up towards the solar plexus. And then shifting your attention back to the sun in the middle of your chest, you notice the sun is starting to sink. And it's moving downwards, sinking just like the sun in the sky at sunset. It's moving towards the ocean, and the ocean is rising. Now the edges of the internal sun are meeting the edges of the ocean as they come together at the very edge of the solar plexus. And as that sun, the fire meets the water, it turns into steam, beautiful white steam. That steam is pouring out from your solar plexus in all directions, and it's surrounding you like a beautiful fog. And the sun continues to sink down into the water. And as the fire and the water meet, turning to steam. The water is beginning to evaporate into steam, and the fire is turning into steam as the sun is more than halfway down now into the water. Sinking lower and lower, more and more steam as that sun is enveloped by the water. And the layer of steam is thicker and thicker all around you. Until at last the entire sun has fallen into the water, and all the water is turned into the steam. And you have a thick, thick layer of steam around you, 6 feet out in all directions, including underneath you. This fine, beautiful alchemical steam. And now you're noticing the steam is condensing. It's getting thicker and thicker. It's collecting on the surface of your skin, all over your body, denser and denser. Now it's beginning to penetrate through the skin. It's going deep through the skin and the muscles, the fascia, and it's going right to the bones of your body. Going deep into the bone tissue and strengthening the bone tissue. All of the bones from the skull and the teeth, the vertebrae, the collarbones and scapulae, arm bones, finger bones, rib cage, pelvic bones, leg bones, feet bones, until your entire skeleton has absorbed all of this white light, this alchemical steam, which is made of the very finest particles of light. And your whole skeleton is glowing. And your bones are being strengthened all the way deep down into the marrow of your body, producing your red and white blood cells. And with this strong foundation, your strong bones glowing, you now direct your attention deep inwards into your heart center. Your heart center, like a beautiful throne room, and your internal empress seated on the throne, a beautiful goddess inside of you, a wise aspect of your being. You can open your internal ears, communicating with that internal goddess, that empress, and feel her feminine wisdom. And if you like, you can ask her any questions you have, or ask her for guidance for this coming moon, for this coming year. Guidance about how your own feminine aspect may be best utilized, how coming into receiving or yin mode may serve you, simply by having an intention and in allowing your guides and angels, power of intention in the universe, activating the collective unified field, allows you to then come to receive your intention simply by being in alignment with your heart's desire. Allow yourself to visualize that heart's desire. What does it feel like inside your body, inside your heart? The clearer your intention can be, the more you're able to activate the guidance and the assistance from the spirit world and from the unified field. Calling in the gentleness of the water rabbit energy, the innocence, that sweetness and softness. Giving yourself the deep, strong message. I love you. I love you. I love you. Loving yourself, appreciating yourself. Feel that deep appreciation for all the work you've done in this lifetime and all the lifetimes up to this moment. Committed to your path of self-development, committed to your own evolution. Just take a moment to really appreciate yourself. Feeling your strong Taiji pull within you, the core of your eternal soul. Feeling those beings around you to assist you, love you, supporting you, and appreciating you. If you like, I invite you to have a simple intention for today. Harnessing some of your insights, perhaps, or intentions. Or even to just be in a true alignment with yourself. And breathing yourself back into this body, into this room. Feeling yourself awaken by wiggling fingers and toes. When you're ready, turn to one side. Taking a deep breath. Whenever you're ready, come to a seated position. Pausing for a moment in the stillness. Inhaling the hands up overhead in a prayer position and drawing them through the crown of the head, through the center of the mind into the heart, and bowing the head to the heart. Thank yourself for your practice today. For taking this precious time for your own deep healing. If you'd like to send some healing energy to someone today, picture the person sitting right in front of you. Take a deep breath into the hands in front of your heart, and then blowing, extend the hands forward, blow some of that healing white alchemical light into their energy body. Feel them absorb it, feel them light up with that love and light, and then it comes right back to you like a wave, back into your own heart. Completing the cycle. Give thanks for this ancient wisdom, insights, the energy present for us all today, so that in our healing we may be radiant beings for the benefit of all. And so it is. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you. Thank you.